Welcome, everybody, to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. This is a live YouTube Star Wars video podcast by Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans. And today we're going to continue our episodic review of the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 3, The Streets of Mos Espa.
To say that this was divisive is underplaying it.
Very much so.
Like, people... did anyone love it?
I mean, I did the first time I saw it. First time.
There were parts of it I loved desperately. But the most of it I definitely don't. And the more I think about it, the more angry I get. So let's get angry.
See, I'm not quite to that point. Really? I still enjoy it, but you know me, I like bad things.
Yeah.
So even if it's bad, I'm probably still going to really like it. It's kind of this episode.
Okay. All right. Well, Dandelion Bodies, thanks for joining live. Good to see you. This was directed by Robert Rodriguez, which blows my mind because...
Right?
No, it just proves that you can suck. Everyone can suck.
Yeah,
Everyone has an off day.
So first time I watched it, I didn't realize this was his episode. And then seeing that at the end of this one, like 'cause I watched it again earlier, I'm like, what? How?
Why?
Yeah.
It was written by Jon Favreau, which makes sense, and then released this past Wednesday, January 12th. Do you want to do a recap, or do you want to do initial thoughts? We kind of already did.
Well, let's just go right into the recap. Right, so I mean, it starts off with really fun spider thing. That was pointless, but I loved it. And then of course, you know, the Laszlo is talking about the town and how it's broke up with Boba Fett and Fennec Shan, and like, oh yeah, everybody's fucked up. These guys are over here, this guy's over here. Then you got these fucking turds. You know, Bib Fortuna was a loser. He couldn't unite them. And then out of nowhere, hey, here's this watermonger that's going to come in and talk to him.
Dude, this is Stephen Root. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I will forever think of him as Office Space, and he was a judge in Justified, which was just great. He's awesome.
Never watched Justified, but that's all I see is, have you seen my stapler?
My stapler. I'm going to burn the house down.
Yeah. So he comes in, he's bitching because there's a gang of kids stealing shit, and streets are chaos, no one respects you, and I'm personally offended by that. So hey, I'll double my payout or my tribute if you come fuck these turds up. So then they do ish.
Well, he goes to do it.
Yeah, it goes to do it. Like, okay, so I'll step aside right now. This is like the one thing that I hated most about the show, and the one thing I loved most about the show. I want to grow up and become a space mod. That shit was so on the nose and so fucking stupid that I couldn't help but be like, man, I want a space Vespa.
Oh, dude, they're just like sassy cyborgs.
Yeah.
Just like the sassiest kids in the world, and he's like, all right, I'll give you a job.
Yeah, we're unemployed, and that makes us angry, man. That's why we steal stuff.
It doesn't make sense.
You want a job? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you can be my bodyguard for a up-and-coming moth of a frickin' family with no resume to speak of, just your lip.
I mean, they steal shit, and she's witty, so,
they steal water. Like, I don't know. I have a hard time believing, one, that they can afford those bikes that they've got. Two, that they're tough at all. I don't care what implants you got, because I saw them fighting, and I'm not impressed.
No, that was
really
a fight scene, I guess.
And then why Boba Fett, a bounty hunter with a lifetime of experience sizing people up, taking people down, kicking ass and taking names, would be like, yeah, I want to work with children.
I mean, cannon fodder, I guess. They'll be the first line of defense, even though nobody ever shows up to his defense until after.
Right. Oh my gosh. Like, how did... Okay, we're going to get into...
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that.
Okay, so, sorry, go ahead.
So, I mean, this was the part of the episode that really just fucking blew me out of the water. Did not see it going this way. Yeah. So they get back to his place. He's in the back to tank, and of course that means he's going to have another flashback. So I mean, this is of course post the Pike conflict, or so we thought. Right. And he goes into town like, "Hey man, where's the fucking payment? We're giving you protection." And the Pikes are like, no, we're cool with paying protection money, but we're already paying these other fucking turds that spray paint everything up. Not paying them twice, so I mean, you know what you got to do.
They got a heavy spray paint bill, so.
Yeah. I mean, dude, spray paint's expensive, man. Like, for somebody that goes through it a lot like me, I understand. Yeah, you got to fucking rob. And then he's like, all right.
Spray paint and heroin. Those two addictions, they cost too much.
You suck a lot of dick. Whatever. Anyway, so that's when he's like, all right, fuck it. I'll go talk to my people. We'll go fuck their shit up. Yeah. And then he goes back to his place. And that's where I didn't see this going at all. But his entire village is gone. Like, fucking gone.
Oh, man.
So this
blew me away because I always thought they were tougher or they had more people. But it's really just like a 4-tent camp. Mm-hmm. This is a very tiny little group.
Well, yeah, it got brought up in the last episode where they're just, separate individual tribes and shit.
Right. I just assumed that every time we see them, we only see a small portion. And so I assumed there was a larger body off camera.
Gotcha.
Especially when they did the whole assault on that speed train thing. So I just assumed there was more warriors.
Fucking the train. I mean, that was like, what, 8 people, including the kids? So,
was it? All right.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, shit, there was only like 4 or 5 of them on the actual train itself. Yeah. And then he had, I think, 3 snipers. And then, the kid lookouts. So like 8 or 9 people. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, shit, that's probably the entire encampment.
All right. Well,
but they're all gone now. So not going back to that.
They're crate fodder now.
And that was probably the last actually good part of the episode. Like, just straight up, like, like everything was good about it. But then he wakes up suddenly from his back to nap, and that's when you just think, oh my god, here's Black Chrysanthemum, he's gonna get his shit fucked up.
Gets woken up by the neck, thrown out of his back to tank.
Yeah, he got kind of thrown around a little. It was a very slow.
His age taking those hits, I don't know if he would have been able to get back up. Like, he was like just the stunt work,
man. Like, backed as a miracle drug. That's why there were wars over it and shit. So, I mean, he's still covered in the goo. He's probably that's got to be like some sort of armor, I'd imagine.
And it got really super awkward when I saw his one big toe raise when he was being bear hugged, and I was like, is he orgasming?
Yeah, it's like I know what that means, and that's gonna be a bitch to get out of your hair. Because that's like some thick fucking long hair.
It's so weird.
If it dries, ugh.
Yeah, I was really stunned that he was being beat so badly. It made sense because if you know who Black Chrysanthemum is, then yeah, of course, that guy is a Wolverine, basically. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. But then the Power Rangers come flying in and just don't do anything.
No, that was a straight up really bad martial arts film fight. Everybody wraps around in a circle and, I got these weapons. I got these weapons. And like, I'm going to fuck shit up, but we're all going to go one at a time.
Yeah.
Go team.
We need our camera time. I need my moment of fame. Yeah, and all that girl does is like jab once and twice. It's like,
she's the only one that actually fucking did anything.
But it's just the worst. And then the douchebag with the pistol just shoots it a couple times and then stops.
And he just like points like it's a fucking knife. It's like, dude, come on. Shoot him in the goddamn toe or something.
Like, what's the point of these cybernetics? If you can't have like an arm weapon come out or, I don't know. He's like, oh, and that stupid joke later on about keep your eye on him. Oh, sorry. And then they, first of all, him apologizing about the stupid comment as if it was a ding against the guy who voluntarily removed his eye for a cybernetic eye. But then they had to add in the dude's response like, no, I did it on purpose, so I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
You don't have to say that. Like, none of this makes sense. What the fuck is happening?
And he's a goddamn crime lord. You don't say sorry for making fun of somebody. I don't even do that, and I'm powerless. Fuck.
Yeah, when Lortha Peel, Stephen Root's character, comes in, he's like, "No one respects you." I believe that now.
Yeah, 100%.
I just like the first time, he's like, "Shouldn't he be paying me?" Like, yeah, that's how crime works. You're the boss. They push up to you. You get your beak wet a little bit on everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, should he be talking to me like that? Does everyone really hate me? I haven't heard that. No, everyone's talking about it.
Like, you have heard that from every single person you have talked to. Period.
They're making Boba Fett a joke. Like, I can't. If you look at that episode from Mandalorian season 2, he is Jason Voorhees risen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, badass, kicking ass, taking names, doesn't care, doesn't talk, doesn't do anything. In this, they're literally making punchlines to his detriment.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Sorry, I just ate before this, and so I don't know whatever is happening to my throat. I apologize.
He's got the Rona.
I do have the.
Now you all got
the
it.
Rones. Yeah. Turn off your cameras, quick. It's going to get you. All right. So I was jumping ahead. Anyway, the Black Chrysanthemum fight, it just wasn't good. It was. You have too many people in there. The best part was him double tackling the Gamorrean guards down the stairs.
That was pretty good.
And that was it. Like, and the thing is, he didn't even have to. Like, he could have just stayed there, broken all the cyborg necks, then broken Boba Fett's neck, and then dealt with the pork, and had been fine the whole time. It's just so aggravating that we're seeing what is honestly kind of like you go to a bar and see like a Jello wrestling match, and Boba's literally in Jello.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It didn't make my wiener hard though, so that was weird.
That's true.
Yeah. They really missed the mark there.
No stiffage at all.
No.
There's actually a little shrinkage, if I'm being honest.
Agreed.
That back is cold. All right, so they end up pushing him down into the Rancor, the vacant Rancor thing pit, and then out of nowhere you get Avon calling, the most strange Avon calling ever. The twin, like Jabba, not Jabba, the twin Hutts.
Yeah.
And they're just coming there to say they're sorry.
Yeah, and give him a gift as an apology.
What the fuck kind of Star Wars world is this?
Right.
Are these criminal masterminds?
We're fucking kicking rocks. You probably should too. But hey, here's this really big present that you got to take care of the rest of your life. Yeah.
Yeah. Side note on presents: don't give people living things for presents.
No, it's pretty fucked up.
In this particular case, it's going to end up being cool. But for now, just don't do it.
Yeah, it's like if you really cared about somebody, you would take them somewhere and get them something. Not bring them a fucking puppy or a Rancor. That's a commitment.
It's a huge.
That means
just the feeding. The feeding bill.
The feeding alone. Jesus. Like, he's gonna actually have to get his shit together and start fucking offing people.
He's gonna have to start doing bounties again just to pay the damn feeding bill on a Rancor. Yeah. But we did get Danny Trejo, which, I mean, he's the best.
Yeah,
he's always him and everything, but still.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to see. God, what was that really fucking awful movie? Death Rider in the House of Vampires.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in it for like 2 seconds, the Danzig one? And it's terrible. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Worst role of his ever. Just saying.
Right. I was really upset that the Hutts apologized after trying to have him murdered seconds, like literally the night before. So this is like hours later, supposedly.
I mean, I get it. Like, that's some kind of shit. Like, hey, man, sorry.
But if they're fucking off back to Al Hutta anyway, what do they need to apologize for?
That's okay. That shit drove me insane. It is Nal Hutta, not Hutta. God damn it.
Oh, sorry. Jeez.
Well, no. The fucking Hutt said that shit in the show. You said it right. I said it right. The fucking people from the sacred
Star Wars
origin of their home. Oh, yeah, it's Hutta. No, it's fucking not. That's disrespectful. You say the full name.
All right, we're going to have to get some salt and throw it on him.
Yeah. Fuck those sluts. Well, we got to ask first, though.
Okay, so at this point, there's no cool crime anyone. Like, everyone sucks at crime right now in this entire show. And this goes back to Mandalorian too, because, no one was successful at all. It's only because the Mandalorian was such a badass that he could just stomp all over everyone. The only dangerous anything were the local fishermen that were just trying to, take the baby and sell it or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that being said, he gets a Rancor out of the deal, and he has this really great bonding moment. I've seen a lot of stuff going around about how the Rancor is a metaphor for Boba Fett himself. What do you think of that? Have you heard this?
I haven't. I mean, I guess I could see
the idea that
but
it was bred for battle, but it is actually an emotional creature.
He wasn't. That's fucking stupid. He was bred because his dad wanted a kid.
Right, but to train to be his legacy.
No, he just wanted to have a fucking kid, someone he could get snot on his pants from. And
I don't think he needed an excuse to go to Chuck E. Cheese, and that's why he had Boba Fett.
I'm pretty fucking sure that's what
he's like. It's weird if I go by myself. Let me just get a clone. Hold on.
It is. Like, and you don't want to be that guy that's there with your other adult friends drinking PBR in the parking lot before you go in. It's just weird. You got to go with the kid.
This sounds really personal experience here.
Yeah, fucking my wife, dude. She was a weird person. Totally wasn't me.
All right. Oh man. Yeah. So what did you think about that bonding moment though? Him sort of connecting with the Rancor.
I loved it. And it goes with the lore. Like, they were beautiful, caring, loving beasts. They're just fucking giant and intimidating. So people use them inappropriately.
Are we getting a riding scene?
If we don't,
I think we are.
I will be so pissed because it's all set up so that he fucking does, and we already all saw the teaser shit. Like, if we don't get him and Fennec riding the damn Rancor through Mos Espa, just destroying the fucking place, I'll be pissed.
It'll be dope. I can't wait. So Dandelion is saying, I thought Boba Fett was a true clone who aged at regular speed. He did. He is.
Yeah.
He's not like a genetically modified one.
Yeah.
Okay, and so then it's this is the worst part for me. They go to the mayor because the Hutts are like, Ooja Buddha Bagaboo. We didn't do anything. That was all the mayor. He lied to us both. So we're out. You should get out too. So go talk to the mayor. But we didn't even know the Pikes yet because they have to chase down the stupid mayor's major domo to find him in the worst chase scene I've ever been witness to.
Okay, so I was talking to my wife earlier because she hasn't watched the episode proper yet. She just got to see that part to the ending. And before she walked to the room, it's like, are you ready to witness the slowest chase scene since fucking O.J. Simpson? And she's like, wait, what, the white Bronco? I was like, the white Bronco. Now, to be fair, there's space mods. That means they got space Vespas. And realistically, they're probably only like 50s, maybe 70s if they bore it out. Those got a top speed of fucking 35 on flat ground. So it made sense that it was so goddamn slow.
Oh, dude.
I was just waiting to see some like old lady walking next to them and keeping pace.
Yeah. Or so they even had the freaking rickshaw scene where the dude was able to move out of the way and then they spun the rickshaw around. Like, what the fuck are we watching?
I was waiting for the pane of glass to cross the road.
Yeah, exactly. Just like every goddamn Benny Hill style trope you can think of throwing into this space chase.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was painful.
It was so awful that I loved every second of it.
And then they end in Back to the Future, where he crashes in. It's like tumbling down on him. He's like, humph. All right, I'll tell you what you wanted to know.
Right. We were just missing the fucking shit out of the back of the truck landing on him.
And then we just see Fett, like, jetpack down. Why didn't he just do that in the first place and eliminate everything that we just witnessed?
Right.
Oh, gosh. Oh, it was horrible. I wanted to burn my eyeballs. Just take a lighter and just get rid of it. Ugh. But I'm over it now. Okay, so he tells him about the Pikes, which connects back with the Pikes killing his adopted family, the Sand People. And then we know now that the Pikes are going to be the big bad in this show. We thought maybe it was the Hutts, maybe it's someone else, and who knows, maybe it is another thing. But you and I had talked in the first episode, and we're like, oh, I hope it's someone as big as the Pike Syndicate, because those are, they're genuinely terrifying group.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully they live up to it. But everything we've seen so far, it's going to be Benny Hill. Just
probably.
It's going to be like Scooby-Doo going door to door down a hallway, poking their heads out in like different depths and places. I mean, it's not going to make any sense. Going behind a tree and you disappear and come out from another tree. Like, that's what it's going to be. I know it already. And I'm so frustrated because I came into this series really expecting to see what they teed up. A badass Boba Fett. And what we're ending up seeing is a joke.
Well, and especially because, I mean, with The Mandalorian, we got 2 seasons that set up that it's a Western.
Yeah.
And then we're continuing with an offshoot of that Western. And we got Robert fucking Rodriguez doing a Western. So you're thinking
he's a
fucking
Western guy.
just violence and beautiful storytelling, gorgeous shots. And then this is the episode that we get from him. Like, I'm disappointed.
It's painful.
Is what it is.
And then we get this, I don't know if you saw this interview, but the actors did an interview where they were saying, look, I didn't want to speak that much. I didn't want them to see my face that much. That's not Boba Fett to me. And I immediately thought of Mark Hamill in The Last Jedi. And now he was saying, this is not Luke Skywalker. I don't agree with anything that they're doing. I'm just playing the role. Yeah. And so I'm like, fuck! Like, it's the exact same thing. Is it going to continue down this train of just... Is this series going to ruin Boba Fett? Because we've had comics and novels building this guy up. And now we're seeing where he's going, and it's like this sad old man trying to find his way in a galaxy.
Well, and the dumb thing is, like, it was acceptable in the books when shit like this happened, when he lost his memory post Sarlacc pit, then Dengar nursed him back to health, and they became BFFs. So, there was a lot of lore and a lot of shit involved in that to make that acceptable. With this, it's going from him showing up, dropping the hood, he's got his fucking Gaddafi stick, and it just fucks the Mandalorian up. And then it goes to, well, I want to be a nice guy, but I'm going to be a crime lord. It's like, come on, fucking Christ.
And it sucks because there are moments in this series where they're building him up as a badass warrior. We just haven't seen it.
Well, and they were fucking talking about it. Or were we talking? I can't remember. Shit. Because I'm trying to remember. Did the Hutts insinuate that they were in the gladiator pit together at one point? Shit, I can't remember.
I don't think so. No, he made a reference to knowing that Chrysanthemum was from the gladiator pits.
Okay. Yeah, then never mind. Whatever. Anyway, still. Fuck.
Yeah.
Be a badass.
Yeah. I mean, at what point is he going to unleash that fury that we witnessed already? We saw the end result. We've seen him building into that badass. And now that we're seeing these post those moments and he's not doing anything, like, I'm going to rule with respect. No one respects you. No one.
Yeah. Respect.
You hired children to have your back. Like, what the fuck are you doing? If I was Fennec Shand,
they kicked the dude's car.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that was just the fucking shittiest. Like, those people, they all suck. Everyone sucks. The Gamoran guards suck because they're never around when you need them, and they're bodyguards, so they're supposed to always be around. Fucking Fennec Shand sucks because she's only effective when Boba Fett allows her to go be effective. He's like, go get them, bring one back alive, and she fucks them up and does it. But until he says go, she's just on a chain, just waiting to be fed. Like, fuck! And then we saw this badass version of Boba Fett, and where the fuck did he go? I'm so aggravated right now. It's really driving me insane. Because it had such promise to be so much better, and we were lied to. We were led to believe this was going to be awesome. You know? Rodriguez himself was talking it up. He's like, you guys won't believe what you're going to see. You're going to love every episode, has special cameos, and it's going to be so exciting.
I mean, to be fair, I don't believe what we're seeing. Just saying.
That's true. That's very true.
Like, it's very... I'm having a hard time defending this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was right on that end.
Yeah.
I don't believe what I'm seeing.
All right. So what are we going to talk about? What's your favorite moment of this?
So favorite and least favorite are the same. Like, I'm obsessed with scooters. Like, I love scooters. That chase scene was fucking stupid and awful and embarrassing, and I loved every second of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, my favorite moment was definitely the Rancor. I'm a Rancor junkie. As soon as I saw it coming up and I saw Danny, I was just like, oh, this is going to get crazy. This is going to get awesome. And then he was like, no, he's a baby. He still needs to imprint. And I'm just like, fuck, we're never going to see this. Like, it's a baby. You're going to ride a baby into battle? No. Like, you still have to train him. You have to spend so much time with these things to build them up and get them to trust you. We're not going to see it this season. So if it happens, it'll have to be the very last episode because it's going to have to imply that there's been training done after telling us that it can't be done until there is training.
Yeah.
So that was super depressing. I love seeing Chrysanthemum kick ass, except that he kicked the Scooby Gang's ass. Like,
and then they still got his mask off.
I know. I just don't think he would have been beaten by them. I think he would have killed. And the thing is if Boba Fett could get his damn gear, he could have probably gone a little bit toes with him. You just stay away from him and do your distance stuff. But he just couldn't get to the gear, and so I was just like, oh, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Shit. They really didn't like Boba Fett. I thought they loved him. They made a whole series, but they just wanted to kill him off again. 3 episodes in. My least favorite, oh gosh, it had to be that chase scene for me.
It was so bad.
It was in like the stupid Vespas would go up and then they'd come back down, and like there all the stupid crowd of people, and I don't know. And I hate that character, the Major Domo, the Twi'lek. He's just such an asshole. The way he talks, not like the character could probably be cool, but the guy playing him is playing him like an ass. And I know he's supposed to be I don't know, I guess he's supposed to be a joke, but I want to have some seriousness in this, at least a little bit, so that there's some sense of consequence.
We did get that though, like once like his speeder was fucked up and he couldn't go anywhere. That was when he finally dropped the mask for a split second and was like, look, man, he's fucking gone. He's with the Pikes, man. I'm sorry. And then next episode, it'll probably be him like wacky and outrageous.
Yeah, like, I apologize. You understand?
Yeah.
Just, dude, what the hell are you doing? How is this an approved acting format for a Twi'lek? Like, it's so weird. It's just everything is so strange. Oh fuck, where was I gonna go? I don't know. I just fucking lost it. I had something queued up in my head and I just fucking dumped it. I was so frustrated. My brain was like, stop, just stop. And you had to switch out a fuse or something. Hopes for the future? What do you got?
Well, I just can't wait to see the Rancor training. Like, we got to have a Rocky montage.
Yes.
Like, they've already shown how silly and goofy they can be in this show. So it's like, why not? Why not just give us a montage? It's going to be weird. It's going to be awkward, but we're going to fucking love it.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
what I mean. I really keep hoping, because I mean, they're so heavy on the Pikes. The Hutts are a part of this. It's like, is fucking the Crimson Dawn going to become a part of this? Like, I want to see that just butting of heads of all the big organizations at the end. But
I'll freak out if we get to see
who
Kira.
knows if it'll happen.
Yeah. Dude, if Kira comes walking in, we know she can kick ass.
Mm-hmm.
God.
It'd be great.
Consequences is what I was going to say. And this is the thing that we're missing out of this show right now, is that we're 3 episodes in and there's no real consequence about anything. People tried to assassinate you. You haven't enacted any vengeance at all on that front.
Mm-hmm.
A dude literally almost killed you, should have killed you, no consequences. You know, maybe he could have been, you know, paralyzed until they put him back into the Bacta tank.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there could have been some like serious wound or something, but he was just this slippery, pudgy old man. Like, it was super gross to look at.
Happens to the best of us.
That's true. I want some consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like a G.I. Joe cartoon where you have the nameless people that always get killed, but nothing ever happens to the actual showrunners. You know, how could it possibly happen? How could we ever have consequences? Mandalorian had consequences.
Yeah.
Din Djarin got his ass kicked from time to time, and it wasn't pretty. You know, he relied on other Mandalorians to save his ass, or, you know, just other people in general, because he sort of got over his head in over his head from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And ironically, one of the people that showed up and caused some consequences was Boba Fett. And when he gets his own show, he doesn't do shit. So what the hell is going on? I feel like Bill Clinton. Oh, I'm so aggravated. And here's the other part of this. They've already set up that there are different factions in Mos Espa that he doesn't really have control over. So he really doesn't have any control over this city at all, period.
Yeah.
There's the Pikes coming in to take over on behalf of the mayor. And so he has no control over the different districts of this town, but he's supposed to be facing off against the Pikes himself with teenage kids.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's just like the worst. So we're going to get that scene where he's sitting around the table with all the other district bosses, and he's like, if we work together, then we could defeat the Pikes. Why would they say yes? Why would they ever work with you? No one respects you. We should have that on a loop. Just that guy saying it. I'm going to put it at the very beginning of every one of these series episode reviews. No one respects you, because it's just like, why the fuck would anyone watch this show anymore when this is what we've been given? Every episode has these really great snippets, but that's it. They're just snippets in a larger show that's just like, oh, come on now. It's just going downhill. Like, it's supposed to go uphill, not go
He's got to kill somebody at some point.
Yes.
He himself has to end someone's life as a point.
Not just posture. And keep your fucking helmet on and stop talking so much. Yeah, like, he was just like, look, I don't want to speak all this dialogue. They're making me. And, you know, it's all Jon Favreau. He wants these paragraphs of dialogue.
Thing I don't understand either is, like, they know that they can do it. Like with the Mandalorian, he's a man of few words, and that carried us along 2 seasons. Like, my biggest concern is that they're going to make this another series where it's not going to be a one-off,
right? Because
we're almost halfway through the first season and nothing has happened except him getting his ass kicked a bunch. Now, of course, here in a couple of weeks, I'm hoping that we'll be eating our words, you know, with the penultimate episode and the finale being fucking amazing. But I worry that they're going to do a second season of this, so nothing is going to happen in this season other than him getting his ass beat every week.
That would be horrible. That would just be depressing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, hopes for the future. I want to see him ride through the streets of Mos Espa on a Rancor, fucking up some Pikes. Like, that's what I want. I would love to see Kira come in, maybe get a cameo of Han Solo that has been teased, but what we've got so far, I'm wildly disappointed. I just, it sucks because you watch the episode and you're so hyped on the Star Wars series train that you're just like, oh, that's fun. That was a little weird, but still overall I enjoyed it. And then you start thinking about it, you're like, that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
We deserve more. We don't deserve shit, but we deserve more.
Absolutely.
All we're doing is talking shit, but we deserve more. That's the Star Wars fan base. That's our thoughts.
Yeah, 100%.
You owe us. Stupid. All right. I don't know. Anything else you got?
No. No, we're good. We're good.
Sounds like you got a war brewing over there. All right.
Yeah. My hellhounds are getting ready to take some shit out.
Okay.
Or something.
Thank you all so much for tuning in, both live in chat or after the fact. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the bell to get notified whenever we have a new show. Every time there's going to be a series review, it's the Monday after the series comes out, the episode comes out. So look for us next Monday. We're going to be here at the same time, same place. You can pick up some of our custom designed Star Wars apparel by clicking on the link in the description. It's all really kick-ass looking. We had a lot of fun doing it, so check it out at least. See what you think. And until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy looking Nerf Herders, may the Force be with you.
No hard feelings. It's just business. Could have been more higher. Like, that's the thing. He's a fucking badass. He's a badass, and clearly the kid didn't shit.